Welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. Today we got another super interesting tree, the Pinus sylvestris green penguin.
Hey, I'm Matt at Mr. Maple, and today we're going to do one of our most requested videos. We check those comments all the time and we greatly appreciate them. Often we get requests for different videos other than maples, and we do a ton of different plants here at MrMaple.com besides Japanese maples. Today we're going to be talking about Pinus sylvestris green penguin. This is a dwarf compact pine that gives some great color and some great contrast to the garden. I love this tree because it's perfectly named. I like when a tree has just the perfect name for that shape, and that's exactly what this tree does. It's going to make a small conical shape and look like a small green penguin in the garden.
Hi, I'm Tim Nichols at MrMaple.com. We greatly appreciate you watching our videos. Please like our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and as always, sign up for our weekly emails on MrMaple.com. Green penguin is such a fun tree. The name is great in the first place. And the reason it gets that name is because that tight, dense habit that'll end up getting about 3 feet tall by about 1.5 feet wide in 10 years, making that nice little penguin shape with that dark green foliage that makes this tree really shine with something unique and special in your garden.
So we're pulling orders and shipping here today. This kind of gives you an example of our 1 gallon size here on these green penguins. They're a really fun plant with a lot of great uses because of that small size. These are a great container plant. Again, as always, the emphasis on container plants being good drainage. But this is an awesome plant to put in the container garden. You can bring it up to the patio. You're going to want to give this one at least 5 to 6 hours of sun to keep it nice and dense and full. So you want to make sure you're providing sunlight for your conifers. This is one that won't be happy in heavy full shade. It'll get a lot thinner and a lot less dense. But this is an awesome tree for that small area garden. It's a very popular tree for fairy gardens as well as railroad gardens. In fact, railroad gardens are one of the coolest uses for this tree. The miniature railroad garden works great because this tree just looks like a small version of a large tree for sure. We often talk about ways to get kids into gardening, and this is a great tree to get kids into gardening. Anytime you have a critter in the name for a plant, that's going to get kids involved. So with my daughters, if I want to get them into a plant, I'll say, hey, check out this penguin. And they're going to always remember that. They're going to come back to that in the garden. They're going to say, hey, Dad, I want to see how that green penguin's looking in the garden. And so a perfectly named plant and one that's easy to get excited about.
We really love green penguin because it's so fun and unique to use in the conifer gardens or paired with Japanese maples. Being that this is a nice dense dwarf habit, it pairs really well with other conifers, but also red dwarfs like red dragon or tamukiyama that really can handle that full sun situations. Green penguin is a fun tree. It was actually an introduction that was found by J Farms in Oregon years ago and is becoming so popular in the nursery trade because it's so aptly named and so uniquely shaped and really makes a great statement in the landscape and garden.
So here we have an up-close look at Pinus sylvestris green penguin. I like how tight the needles are on this and how it makes a really full, dense habit to it. This is a section of 1 gallons that we just pushed back together, so it's a tight cluster of them right now. But you can see the tops of those, how full and thick they are.
I really love this tree, how the first flush has longer needles and the secondary flush during the season has that really tiny needles. This makes it a really fun tree for bonsai, but also makes it have a really tight, dense appearance and increases that density with that second flush.
I love this tree for all seasons. It's a tree that's particularly fun during the holidays. This makes a perfect tiny Christmas tree. So also with that penguin theme, this is a great tree around the holidays. You can break this one out at Christmas, just garnish it with a small bow and you got a perfect small Christmas tree.
And of course, this is a fun tree any time of the season. I like it just simply because it looks just like a little green penguin.
Hey, thanks for watching our quick look at Pinus sylvestris green penguin. This is a dwarf conifer that you're going to love in your landscape or the container garden. So we do a ton of different varieties of plants here at Mr. Maple. Our focus is typically Japanese maples on this channel, but we have hundreds of different varieties of conifers at MrMaple.com as well. You can check those out on our website in the Buy Conifers section. Currently, we list about 50 different varieties of conifers on our website, but we're always adding new trees. So definitely check that out. You'll see lots of interesting conifers in our 10 at 10 every single week. So as we put out 10 new trees on our website every single Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, you're going to see a good mix of conifers as well as other interesting plants. If you haven't already, please hit those bells. That'll give you the notification anytime we post here on YouTube. We greatly appreciate you watching. God bless and have a great day.
If you're still watching at this point, in the comment section below, comment your favorite dwarf conifer.